Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway on a Monday night. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 27 yards there, a first down.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leap the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The Packers had 8 and 5 to start play, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They run for the first time with Ty Chandler, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Rams, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
The pickup there, 5 yards.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get it inside the 35.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
26.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
Hey, 626. Come out.
Rodgers now to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
2 yards the loss, second and 12. To throw is Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
They'll run here with Akers. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Again, it'll be Akers. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Easy, easy.
Now Stafford on third and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. DeAndre Hopkins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have taken the early lead on the road here in Lambeau. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the counter, here's Jones. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4. 26. Hey, 88, 88, 88.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third.
Hey, pick 26.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Get 300. Get 300. Go to 50. Hey, you locked it down. Go to 50. Back, come on. Take 30.
Now Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's right. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, pick 26. Jump out. Get 300. Get 300.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the interception, here's Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season. Sitting now at 13-0 with a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, with something like 4 of the last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe, but that's much easier said than done.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
54. 22. Hey, zero. Hurry up, get back.
Stafford. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Hey, 88, 88, 88. 150.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
26. Lance. Back ball.
From the 41, Rodgers. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield and turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
26. Hey, 88, 88, 88.
To throw is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Being chased out left. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Hey, take 26.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Next to score, Rams 21, Packers nothing. Matt Gay to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they are going to have a 1st down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Stafford. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Stafford now to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Now Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. DeAndre Hopkins. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Rams continue to pull away here this first half.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
Fair catch. Made on 25-yard line. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
A final shot before half for Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
It's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
53, ready? Hey. Omaha, ready to move.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on third down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Riley Dixon now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. Take it at the 37. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
To throw once more on second and 10. Rodgers. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Get 300. Get 300. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Jones.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
26. Hey, 88. You're right. Inside.
Rodgers going to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Box it. Hey, take 26. Jumbo. Get 300.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
Middle.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A gain of 16.
32.
First down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here's Stafford. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
A gain of 3 on the play.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the...
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. But now it'll be third down. Here's Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Here we go on fourth. Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Akers is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Akers again. And he's going the wrong way again. He'll lose yardage here back to the 5.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football. Just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there. Ends up getting spilled for a loss.
Easy. Hey.
Now Stafford on third and goal.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Ready. 59.
On fourth down, Stafford. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They try to throw on fourth and goal from the 2, and the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Rodgers now on first down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. It's Desmond Trufant, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And now here is another interception. Picked off by David Long. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
40 got. 40 got. White.
Stafford going to throw it. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Stafford. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Go to 50. Hey, you walk over here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Excellent. Take 30. 26.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Dancing to his under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aaron Donald, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for L.A., They move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.